that they would go away. The pain is deep and it hurts like hell. If this is life, can I pass this lifetime and live again? My friends don't know what's wrong, and neither do I. I just analyze, contemplate, reminisce, and thoughts inside make me want to die. I wish I could figure it out. I feel like I'm in a black hole. I feel like I'm dying. Lord, please take my soul. Don't let the devil get me. He has me by the thread. Every night I toss and turn. In bed I feel like I'm dead. What's going on? I keep on asking. Why am I so depressed? I think I understand now. My childhood memories are making my life a mess. I want a new life. All I want is joy. No clothes, no cars, not even a boy. I smile, but most of the time I cry. And even when I'm smiling and laughing, an invisible tear is still there. It's like something doesn't want to see me happy, and that is what I fear. I'm dying, not physically, but mentally. I'm losing my mind, I'm out of control. I'm on a rocky road and I don't know where to turn. Right, left, up or down. Can you please help me know happiness before my soul touches the ground? I was 7 when it started, and it started playing house. And it started with, even to this day, I hate if anybody asks me to scratch their hair. She would have me underneath the covers and tell me to scratch her hair. And it went from scratching her hair to touching her body or her chest, and then playing with her. And I didn't know that it was wrong. I thought that we were just playing house. And I probably didn't understand what was happening until it started happening to me by a man. And I didn't like the way it felt. And then when I started seeing women together, and it triggered things in me. But I don't know exactly when I knew it was wrong, but I know that having a man do it to me, it brought on a totally different feeling. And then when I was 19, I actually had a nervous breakdown. And I think that's when I really realized that what happened to me as a child was not right. I dropped out of school. I went home because now that old stepfather wasn't there anymore, and I laid on my mom's couch for 2.5 weeks. And it wasn't so much what other people did to me, it was what I did to myself as a result of that. Being promiscuous, being on drugs, and my mom never opening up a Bible, at least I know from experience. She opened up the Bible and she started reading to me. And one day, probably the third day, I said to my mom, I gestured to her like, I need a pen. And I had a pen and she wrote to me, are you okay? And I wrote, no. And she said, did someone hurt you? I said, yes. And she said, tell mommy. And I wrote that poem. And when I wrote that poem, it was almost as if I was releasing all of the pain. I finally understood why I was doing the things that I was doing. It was difficult, and so the title No More Secrets really came because of my own secret that I've been holding. But I honestly felt like it's been 10 years now that I couldn't hold it anymore. When I think about all the stuff that's happening with young girls and human trafficking, I feel like people need to know that there is life past the abuse. For me, I received healing because I gave my life to Christ. I also went through extensive therapy. But I remember going through the abuse and not valuing myself. Gave up my virginity when I was 12 years old. And my teachers labeled me promiscuous. and I was the girl that they told parents, don't have your daughter hang out with her. And they didn't understand that I was just looking for love in all the wrong places, that I associated love with sex because it was introduced to me at a really young age. And so No More Secrets is about it being time to speak up, because if I don't speak up, then another young girl is going to think that there's shame in her story. And although it hurts, I truly think that my pain fuels my passion today, and it has given me great purpose in my life. And so this piece of legislation is so important because there are signs, and oftentimes kids don't know that they can talk about these things in schools, and that's our safe haven as children. You know, you have your favorite teacher, and if someone comes in schools and actually talks to kids, I didn't know that this was actually wrong, that playing house in that way was wrong until I was like a teenager. And there was no education on good touch or bad touch or inappropriate behavior. Kids just want to know that somebody believes them and that they're listening. And so this piece of legislation is so important because schools have the opportunity to save a child from going down a path of destruction. They can have a voice, and this needs to get passed. It's very important.